Hi, everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. The energy today just feels different in here. We've been building toward this game. This is one both teams have had circled in the schedule since the start of the season. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the third-ranked team, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kurt Groomstreet. Kurt, let's get to the action on the field. And the Hilltoppers kick this deep to start us off. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. Hand it off. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Jump right over the defender. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He bought some time, now lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Rhodes. And he'll be brought down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made after just a short gain. Crucial third down play coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
The shotgun running play call. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Getting set. Here's second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Rebels. Setting the tone early on offense. A horrible field position to start the drive there, but they just march right down the field and get points.
Chris, this offensive coordinator deserves a raise after that opening drive. The way they orchestrated this inside their own 15 to come away with points, impressive.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Ball handed off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
1st down here for this offense. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Fights off a defender.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
With a defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The Hilltoppers pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. And he drops back in the gun, looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? That game moves the ball out near the 25.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Or it's snapped to the back. Passes the 40. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Catch made, a lot of space now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Brought down near the 4-yard line. Brings up second and goal.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. The shotgun handoff here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defense.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV.
Touchdown.
Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And man, did they make that look easy.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the kickoff will be returned. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
Western Kentucky Hilltoppers will take over first and 10.
And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Here's the handoff. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good batter. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Third down coming up.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Hilltoppers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Hilltoppers pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. He'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. And the Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. That's a strong stiff arm. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Second down after that previous play. Handoff to the back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie this score before the half? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. We're going to score. They'll run it to the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Defense is coming after him. He's looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And this one is right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
You come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Looking right, this one caught. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Reed. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
You call it quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Caught near the sticks. It's Rhodes. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Reed. Receiver makes the grab. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Lofting it toward the left sideline. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. And that is no good. After that miss, it's still a 4-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And they won't run another play, just to kneel down and head to the locker room. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the 2nd half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. First play of the 2nd half, they keep it on the ground. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Catch made on the out route. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And They bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Yeah, I love that the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The Hilltoppers lining up here on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff to the single back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loses 3. Third down coming up.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. The ball is picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. 1st and goal for the offense.
At the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, UNLV.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 11. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Breaking free at midfield. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
It's a run to the left. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. Going to have to go back to the drawing boards.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third down, he drops to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up fourth down now.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Brought that to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And the Hilltoppers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loses 2. Second down coming up.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Receiver in motion now. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Okay, ready? That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, UNLV 21, Western Kentucky 10.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Trying to run it in, but the defense stops him short of the goal line.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
The Hilltoppers looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it now.
Picks up 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second down and goal upcoming. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
The obvious move here is to go for a 2-point conversion to cut this lead to 3 as time winds down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the 2-point try is successful, making this just a 3-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the UNLV offense will take over. 1st and
10. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Here comes a handoff. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Keeping it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Now, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Here's the second down play. They'll run it here. Runs through the defender. And that run produces a decent gain.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Important 3rd down play coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
I love it. 3rd down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in his football game in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Eighth play of the drive coming up. Quite a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Reed. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Leading here in the 4th quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Crucial play here. They go to the air, bringing pressure. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Boy, interesting call to me, Chris. With the lead, a chance to maybe settle for a field goal, make it a 2-possession game. Instead, the aggressive approach. Now you give your opponent a chance to get back in this game.
They're going to run it. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. They'll go hurry up here. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down play coming up. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Loss of 4. Brings up 3rd down.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in the football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. And the wideout goes in motion. Fourth down, drops back, looking to throw for it. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down. And the drive keeps going. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. Okay, they're in range now for a game-tying field goal as they get to the line quickly. And the tailback's got it again. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10. Now a late timeout is taken, 6 seconds showing on the clock. So now we'll have a field goal attempt, one of the biggest moments of this game so far. Now a late timeout is taken, 6 seconds showing on the clock. And this to tie the game here in the final minute. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. No problem, knocks it right through. And that ties the score now in the final seconds. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And calm, cool, and collected. No doubt. Pressure is on. He delivers. I think we're looking at overtime here.
And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First play at the drive now. They're backed up at the 12-yard line. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27.
At the end of regulation with the score all time.
So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. And they'll use the ground game here. That's a big hit at the end, but they earned a fresh set of downs.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
So the offense will set up 1st and goal here in this first overtime. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. They strike first in overtime. And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Now it's 2nd down here.
Brings up 2nd down.
They're going to run it here. And he'll get the first-down yards before they finally bring him down.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. He hands it off from the gun. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line. But how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Try and muscle for the first down. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So it all comes down to this 4th down and short. If they don't get it, it's game over. We go with a direct snap. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. So needing to reach the end zone to keep this game alive, it's 1st and goal now. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Second and goal for the offense. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT? No.
15.
2 and the win. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Here we go. What a moment as they set up for the 2-point conversion to try to win this game right now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. No, he didn't get in. They stopped him. They gambled to win the game right there. Could not score. In these overtime games, Kurt, it just comes down to execution in the moment. Who can make one more big play? They did it. They come up with a signature W.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think this likely will end up being one of the best games, not only for them, but maybe in all of college football for the season. To me, it felt like an instant classic and one that fans should remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler.